The Qur'an tells us about itself. It tells us something we need to know. We turn first to Surah 12, number 1. These are the verses of the clear book, the Qur'an, that makes clear the legal and illegal things, legal laws, a guidance and a blessing. Meaning this book, the Qur'an, is Allah's law. Sharia is based upon it. We're looking at a book of law. Keep that in mind at all times. In Surah 3, number 7, we discover that the Qur'an contains verses which are entirely clear, the foundations of the book. And these clear verses contain Allah's laws and punishments and rules. There are other verses which are ambiguous. The whole thing is to be believed, and the clear verses are to be implemented. Think about that for a while. In 5:3, we discover a little bit more, buried in a fairly long ayat. This day I have perfected for you your religion. Islam is perfected. It cannot be improved. It can only be defiled. It cannot be reformed because it is perfect. In Surah 2, number 106, we have another discovery. Whatever a verse we abrogate or cause to be forgotten, we bring a better one similar to it. This is how conflicts in the Qur'an are handled. This gets repeated in Surah 16. When we change a verse in place of another, Allah knows just what He sends down. When two verses conflict, the verse which was revealed last trumps the earlier verse. Surah At-Tawbah was number 113 in the sequence of Revelation. So the violent verses, such as 9:29, trump the more tolerant, touchy-feely verses, like 2:56, that says there's no compulsion in religion. This is something that we need to keep in mind. There are on the web several charts of the sequence of Revelation. You will want to look one up and have it handy for reference. Let's review. The Qur'an is a clear book which makes all His laws understandable. His ordinances are contained in clear verses. It is perfected. Newer revelations abrogate older revelations with which they conflict. You can always use yet another Qur'an browser to look up any verse in the Qur'an. It has a search function. It will display up to 10 parallel translations for easy comparison. The Noble Qur'an, translated by Hilali and Khan at the King Fahd Complex for publishing the Noble Qur'an, gives you the translator's footnotes.